Hi, I would like to thank everyone for coming to therapy today. Today's group session is called The Biggest Movie of the Year Leaked Online. What do I do now? Yes, hi, my name's EJ Marino and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be diving into, I'm not going to be spoiling, I'm not going to be showing, but I am going to talk about the massive leak of Endgame. Yes, Avengers Endgame has leaked online, at least, varying amount of minutes. Some people have said up to 40. There is about 5 full minutes. Who really knows? I'm not going to show you guys, but that has leaked online, so let's talk about it right now. I know the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige must have woke up today like, what the hell just happened? Because yes, around late last night, I want to say midnight about my time on the East Coast, I started seeing people being like, hey, y'all might want to like blacklist like Endgame or Avengers or put spoiler stuff because there's starting to be like spoilers coming out online. Now, I have a press screening next Tuesday, which is a week from today. That is like the first, all I've heard, people having screenings of the film. I was like, okay, maybe there was a Chinese premiere or a London premiere. No, it seems to be a screening happened in the leaked footage that I had quickly briefly looked at. It seems to be an Indian country. It seems to be some Hindu writing on the bottom, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, well, this could just be, and then I saw a lot. Like, there is the ending of the film, there is stuff in the middle, there's characters, there's a lot shown in these leaks that I'm like, oh, this isn't a light leak, this isn't a, this is crazy. Honestly, that's all it is. That's all I could really say is this is utterly insane. This is the biggest movie of the year, the biggest movie in Marvel, like MCU history, and this happens? I don't know how. I think something lightly like this happened maybe during Infinity War, but I don't remember it hitting to this level. I don't remember seeing stuff. I don't remember it creeping out like it did, because this, like I said, is utterly insane. The stuff that leaked, like I said, if it was maybe a scene in the middle of the film, this is a 3-hour movie, 5 minutes in the middle of the movie, honestly, it's going to be so out of context that you're going to be like, what the hell is this? But I mean, Reddit has full on like descriptions. I mean, point by point, this is what happens here, this is what happens here, this, and this, and I'm like, what is happening? How does this happen? Okay, so let's talk about how it happens. It seems to be security at one of these other countries was not on their game. Because when I do press screenings, I've done press screenings for Infinity War, big Star Wars movies, a lot of, how even Dumbo, they did a pretty, like, tight Disney screening for it. So usually when they do, they walk in, they take our IDs and take our cell phones. That, I don't care if you're press, I don't care if you work for Entertainment Weekly to YouTube, they take your stuff. It seems to be phones were not taken in the screening, phones were maybe hidden in the body and taken out, because like, oh my gosh, I literally cannot believe something like this happened. I mean, in our screenings, security's there with literal night vision goggles watching us in the dark watch this movie. It is crazy to think that somehow some security let this go off. I'm going to be surprised if we get an email. I'm not going to be surprised if I get an email in a couple of days being like, yo, screenings are canceled because they don't know how to do it. I'm just confused. This sucks. This really sucks for Marvel, this sucks for the filmmakers, this sucks for everyone involved, for fans. I mean, it was already kind of like, ooh, if you didn't see that Thursday or Friday night, you gotta avoid spoilers. Now it's like, yo, it's the Tuesday, the week before the movie comes out, and now you have to avoid stuff. It's not fair. This really is mind-blowing. And let me do something to call out some other YouTubers real quick. There is YouTubers who are making a similar video to this, who are literally watching the footage and like, oh, I'm not showing it on screen, but you can hear it. Bro, that's not cool. Or there's people who are doing like descriptions, I mean vivid retellings of what happens in this footage. Look, again, you may not be a big Marvel fan, you may not think like this is a big deal to have spoilers. There's some people, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I had peeks at the footage, it ain't gonna change my life. But there is fans who don't want to hear anything. There is filmmakers who worked years. Literally, this has been like 10 years in the making for Kevin Feige as a producer. This is so disrespectful. This kind of leak really does hurt artists. Can you imagine your big piece and someone's watching shaky footage with goddamn Indian subtitles from someone's cell phone on a Twitter video? That sucks. That is disrespectful to the artist, to the creators, to everyone who's into this business. This is just a I was hesitant on even making the video to keep putting out the juju that this is leaked, that there's footage on the internet. I don't want you to go to watch. I don't want you to go look for it. Don't go watch it. Hopefully a lot of them have been taken down. I have reported people on Twitter. If you're one of the people showing this, you get reported because, again, not cool, very disrespectful. But I wanted to talk about this because this is a big deal. I wanted to talk about like how things like this could happen, what this could impact for the movie. It ain't gonna impact it much. It's goddamn Endgame. But this was just a big major talking point. And honestly, since I've covered my channel, something this major, like I remember maybe like 2 years ago almost now, Game of Thrones was leaking and that was a massive thing. Hell, even the first episode of this week's Game of Thrones leaked online because of DirecTV. So people are slacking and I just don't get it. How is it 2019 and we don't know how to protect material? Before I go, I wanted to like kind of close this out by saying, look, this isn't going to hurt Endgame. They could have leaked the whole goddamn movie online and people had still bought those tickets. Those pre-sales are insane. This is still an event film. There's not a lot of them. Avatar a couple years ago, Infinity War, Force Awakens. There's not these movies that are events. Endgame is an event. Like, I don't know, if the ending of the Super Bowl leaked online, I know it's a sport, blah, 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 but like, would that stop people from watching a massive sporting event like that if they had a maybe idea of what the ending was? I'm curious because it's just wild that I honestly don't think this is going to affect it. You could have had the whole movie leak online on YouTube and people were like, still going to see it in IMAX. So I don't think it's going to hurt it. So fans of Endgame, fans of the MCU, don't sweat this. It's not going to be the end of the world. It just sucks. Security needs to tighten up. Your flash drives, keep them in your pockets. Put like chains in there so no one can grab it. I don't know what we need to do to make sure this does not happen. But again, this is nuts and should not have happened. I have to figure this out. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, that was my quick update video on the Endgame leakage, what's happening, what's Marvel gonna do, why did this happen, what did you guys think of this video, what did you think of all of this craziness, have you seen any of the leaked footage? Do not spoil it in the comments below, but what did you think of it, what's happening, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video, and make sure you subscribe because I make videos like this every single week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.